Good morning and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I am with my mom and we are gonna do a Q&A, question and answer, and we're doing it on the couch. The last one we did on this couch with David was, I think, not last year but the year before, and we specifically said that hopefully we're gonna do another Q&A not in such a long period of time, and hopefully the couch will be done. Long story short, the couch is done, but I'm not with David, I am with my mom. And we are gonna do two parts of this video. First one is gonna be with her, and then the second part is gonna be with David. We are splitting it up because the questions were way too many and we would like to answer as many as possible. And David also has a bit of a problem. He just got a teeth pulled out, so he's not in the condition to talk and he's not feeling comfortable. He is taking painkillers, so he is feeling fine, but of course he cannot talk and he will not enjoy it as much with pain. So that's why I'm doing it with my mom. This part is gonna be just with her, questions that you have to ask for her. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and start asking her questions. Some of them also have to do with me and I have to answer, but I think we will get started.
Hello from me, after Despina took a breath.
I said everything I wanted to say in one go, so we can continue.
Okay.
Okay?
Where are your questions?
I have them on my phone. 1 minute.
Oh, I'm excited.
So we are gonna get started with what did your mom think when she first saw the house? So this question is not that clear. I think we're gonna answer it in two parts. Like, what did she thought when we bought it, when she saw it in videos, because it took her half a year to come here. So we're gonna answer it one, what did you think when we came here and you saw it through the videos or before we even arrived? So yeah.
When I saw first time pictures of the house, I said, oh my god. And then we looked through them, we looked through the land, we looked through the place, and I recognized that Despina and David wanted to go very much over there.
David, mostly. I was more, I have to say, I was not there at all. I was not realizing it and everything, so yeah, that's what I would say.
And I asked them, you really want to live in a place like this? And they said yes, and we decided that they buy it. Then David came back after the contract with the house to
he came to visit it. He came to see it and to sign the contract, because the paperwork was better if he would be here. It would all be cheaper with lawyers and everything, so he came for 2 days, saw it for I think just 20 minutes in snowstorm, and he made some videos that my mom saw.
And I said, oh my god.
But at that point we had already bought it.
We bought it, yeah.
We had bought it, so there was no going back, in theory.
And so I said, good luck, what can I say? And it's another thing. I have a lot of trust in Despina. I always had, since she was a young child. And I said, okay, she feels what is good for her, what will be good for her, and so I said, okay, what else can I say?
And then when you came after, I think it was half a year.
When I came here after a lot of pictures, and I also saw only videos and some house tours.
Yeah, with the phone, that's
video.
not the best quality either.
I was amazed how in half a year, what a big progress they made. Yeah, you came here in February. We came in
end of February, and you came in June, July.
End of June, I think we arrived. I was amazed how they managed to fix the things here in the house.
It was still not
and with the
perfect.
budget they had.
Yeah, the budget we had was a bit of a struggle, and but it was also not finished fully, so she could experience a bit of the non-finished part and the finished part.
It was not so easy.
No, the bedroom was done, but of course the kitchen wasn't, and living room, we had no ceiling, so she experienced a bit of it as well. Okay, I think we completed
this question. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to do with them when you visit? Or what's the favorite also thing to do, mom and me, like mother and daughter together? That's difficult.
No, I'm not a real fan of favorite things. I like things doing when I want to do them and what feels right and funny for me, and
At that specific moment.
Yeah, that moment. Yeah.
Because something
So a
that
lot of things I like. So when I'm now in the winter, I like to. We played board games tonight. We played cards. We watched videos. We watched
documentaries.
Movies. We talk
a
about
lot about it. Yeah.
We talk about the future and the solutions that can be made.
Yeah.
And
in summer we swim together.
We swim together. We walk together. We
cook together. As you have seen, we craft together. We cook together. So just like
as long as we can do things together, it's okay. It's
even
fun.
Just talking. It's of course we can still with the technology still talk together, but just being closer to each other and just like non-stop being able to talk and like not needing to take time from each other, because of course when you are in distance and abroad, each of us has a plan and follow, so taking the time is kind of more difficult than just being here and taking the time to talk. So yeah, we just do simple life things, and we do make maybe sometimes some bigger adventures, but rarely. Sometimes most of the times when my mom is here, David and we take time to relax, and then we get kind of back to work, and then we do crafts, cooking and all of that, I think, right? So what's the best thing about Latvia from your perspective?
About Latvia?
As you know, my mom is from Greece. I don't know if I've mentioned it or if someone else.
No,
she's not. She's
German.
living.
I'm living more than 30 years now in Greece, so...
Yes. So kind of.
I'm
partly.
Partly Greek.
So what's your favorite thing about Latvia?
The nature.
Yeah. Latvia
is one big nature. And
it's not destroyed.
Yeah. It's pure nature. It's
not over touristic.
Yeah. And quiet.
Yeah.
It's calm.
Not overcrowded.
Yeah. Small cities. Cities that they take care of. Cities where they have a lot of playgrounds, even playgrounds where we can play together with the kids.
Yeah.
So even Despina and me, who are adults, we went to some playgrounds and we played together there.
Yes.
You're never told to play, or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, in Greece it's pretty restricted.
Yeah,
I got screamed at
until 12 years and then finish. So this I don't like. And in Latvia it's open. It's an open country, open-minded, as far as you can see. Yeah.
Creative.
They like dancing a lot. I saw it again
Music.
this summer when I went to Riga. Dancing everywhere, music everywhere. The people in Latvia are very authentic, I think, and they live their beliefs and what's right for them.
So what's your favorite thing to cook, favorite thing to bake, and your favorite crafts?
Oh, favorite again.
Yeah, she does not like the favorite.
Yeah, there's no favorites. There are favorites in different seasons. So for example, in summer, in Greece I like to eat salads.
A lot of cold food.
Cold food, somehow cold food. And I like yemista. It's stuffed tomatoes with a little bit of rice and a lot of herbs and a lot of other vegetables inside.
It's one of my favorite foods that my mom makes.
You put it in the oven and you eat it with quite a lot of feta cheese.
Yes.
That's much this is what I like. And in winter, soups,
yeah. Like pumpkin soup?
Cabbage soup?
Cabbage soup?
Cabbage.
Not garbage. Not garbage. Cabbage. Sour cabbage soup. And baking, we're not the biggest bakers. We bake a lot of cakes.
Baking...
It's more of a German thing.
Yeah.
Your side, like from the side.
Greek sweets are too sweet for me.
I
don't like them so much, and I kept a little book with a lot of receipts of my mom. So like the apple pie you saw, or some biscuits, and
so mostly the baking
baking
German.
is German, yeah.
And the cooking is mostly Greek. So it kind of combines funny. And crafts, I don't know, I think also on the season. Yeah. Like now we made Christmas crafts, in summer we do summer crafts, I guess, maybe.
Even with jams.
Yeah, you could call it, crafts.
We made some decorations.
So it depends on the season. We don't have like, she likes knitting and crocheting, but she can also not do that too much, because then...
I don't want to miss my sewing machine.
Yes.
But I don't sew anymore so much like I did when Despina.
It's not like you have...
This couch has been a big project for me after many years of retiring projects only. Yeah.
But my mom is overall like a multi-woman of crafts, like she can do carpenting. And she can do sewing, she can do knitting, she can do crafts. And yeah, if you have taught me all of those, you have teach me those?
Yeah,
I think
taught
so.
you. And I learned them in school, and it's a pity that I don't know in America or in other countries, but in Greece,
you don't learn anything.
Children don't learn anything
it's
anymore.
Just,
it's gone.
Yeah.
And
even in Latvia, they still do at least cooking, and then you see a lot of young people my age like getting out of the school, like moving out of their house in the age of even 20, 25, and they don't even know how to boil an egg. So in Latvia, they do cooking at least, or how to stitch a button, like how to fix a button on your jacket.
Yeah,
like
David
simple
learned
things.
it.
David knows that.
Yes,
if you ask anyone else in Greece, yeah, you're not gonna find many that know how to sew a button, not even girls. So, do you bring your own? Yeah, that kind of you answered. If you bring your own recipes and spices from Greece for baking or creating jams and jellies.
Only herbs and spices.
Some spices that we could not find.
Now
here.
I brought you my homemade from a balcony. I brought her pesto that I made.
Oh, I really
This is not really a spice, but
it's something I cannot make easily here because basil doesn't grow outside, so it's hard.
And I had a lot and I had to harvest it, so I brought some to Despina. And some special spices I bring, but
because Greece cooks a lot with spices, or at least from where we are, kind of.
But it's not really. I think if you go in Riga market, or
of
like
course
this,
you can find mostly everything.
But
and recipes, she has virtual everything. She has her book. She doesn't bring her book physically. She brings photos. Like now, she brought like 20 photos of cookies. So she doesn't bring, but she does bring. She has her own recipes, as she said, from grandma and from long ago.
From long ago.
Yeah. And now that we're talking about spices, you seem to know so much about herbs and make teas. So how did you learn that?
It's a longer story maybe. I had a grandma, she wanted to be a doctor, but because of war times and difficulties and problems in the family, she couldn't study. And she only became a nurse, but she always had a hobby of to be in healing. She wanted to help people, and she had a hobby to look after herbs and
find natural ways of
healing. And so, and my grandfather was a little bit like this. And my mom, I grew up in something like countryside. And when we walked with my mom, she told me this is this flower, this is that flower. And since I was very young, I had books about herbs, and I liked to read it. And it was like a family interest. Interest, the name of the flowers and maybe what you can do with them.
So it was kind of always in your.
It was around me, maybe.
Of course, now with the internet and with Google, we can Google a lot of things and find things. Like last year was the first year. If you have seen the video where we collected a lot of herbs for tea and we learned new things and things that we had on our fields years ago, and we were like, oh, that's just, grass or something. So last year she got very into it and saw more flowers that we couldn't see.
Yeah, I forgot a lot.
Or you forgot, of course, as well. Or new flowers, maybe they don't grow in Germany, or you didn't pay attention back in the day. Or in Greece they don't grow, because of course it's different climate. Yeah. So she knows a lot of herbs in Greece, but here was another new experience for her to learn new herbs. And the next question is, what does your mom do for a living? That came a lot of in different formulations. And what do you do for a living? Or what
I do for a living.
Sorry for the interruption, but as I was editing, my mom didn't feel like she answered that question the way she wanted to answer it, because English is also not her first language, and her job is not that easy to explain in a third language, but it was a bit more complicated for her. That's why she wants to answer it again, so I'm gonna give her a call through FaceTime and she's gonna answer you the question. So let's give her a call. So, what do you do for a living?
I have to talk a little bit longer about this so you can understand why I'm doing and what I'm doing. I started my career as physiotherapist, studying physiotherapy, and to get knowledge of human anatomy and to learn about the basic biochemical functions of in our beings, our body. And as I told you before, there also was an interest that I got from my grandma about healing. It's like she woke up something in me, and I still have some books from her time at home. And during my study, I was lucky to get involved with a lot of different kind of alternative healing methods. And some days, with the help of my classmates, we recognized that I have something they called healing hands that I probably inherited from my grandfather. So because after this there was like an inside call or a kind of desire to help people to overcome their pains and fears, and this made me to keep on studying alternative therapy and health coaching until today. So my goal is always to offer fast and permanent healing results to people, sometimes to animals. It happens also that friends bring their dogs, or I do this for the people to restore joy, health, and the love for themselves and happiness in their life. I'm using many different kinds of techniques and combinations of healing methods, and it's depending on each case. I cannot really tell I do this and this. I gathered so many things, so many methods, and I really intuitively I will find out which therapy each person needs. Nowadays, to come to the question, I gain my income with personal therapies, group seminars, which I can offer in person, or
from distance, like now we're talking.
Through internet, internet. I can offer this to people all around the world now, and as long as I have access to an internet.
Yeah, that's the reason why she's able to spend so much time here and take so much days off, kind of. I mean, she also works a lot, and also on holidays she works a lot, but she's also flexible and is able to work from distance, as she said, and that's why she spends so much time with us.
Very often in the mornings when Despina and David are feeding the animals,
yeah.
I have my first therapies and
yeah.
work from the time.
So she can also flexible, manage it whenever she wants, kind of. Okay, so let's move on to the next question.
Where we ended.
Yeah. Bye. In case you want to talk to her and learn more about it and get in touch with her, I'm going to leave her email down below. So yeah, let's keep going.
Yes, and like another little job I'm doing is supporting Despina in the channel. But it's something I love very much to like and to answer to some of the comments you do. I wish I had more time to write more sometimes. And I'm very thankful for all of you. And I'm very proud of Despina.
And she's very happy that so many people of you see us as your family as well. So that makes my mom very happy. That so many people like us and love us, and that there's not so much hate. Okay.
It's a new world for me, this one.
Yeah.
I couldn't expect something like this.
So, what does your mom think of your life on the farm?
It's so much work and so heavy work that I'm impressed. I never could thought about this, that she can do it. But on the other side, I'm not so astonished because Despina was a girl, she didn't have dolls or Barbies.
Yeah. I never played with
She played with Legos and Playmobil, and she always had the little farm of the Playmobiles. She had her goats.
I had a lot of animals.
And maybe slowly I have to bring over all these things, but if I bring them now they will
get lost.
Disappear.
So first we have to do the house.
When the time is ready I will bring them. So she has a lot. Now I remember, she, when she's been 8, we went to a little island in Greece, where it was like a hospital for wild animals, and they had a lot of birds, little dogs.
I don't remember how it's called. It's called like
a rescue center.
A rescue center, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was a rescue
especially
center
for wild birds. And Despina
storks.
Was storks, yeah, there were storks. And Despina, the time she's been there, it was like she ran all the project. She went in the surgery room.
I think it was younger than 8.
No, you've been 8.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
And they said, how can we take a small girl like this?
Yes, because it's
and
mostly
then
for...
she opened them the eyes. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to clean up
I've been a boss. No, but it's a place where young people go.
She liked it so much there. She isn't really afraid of doing dirty jobs there either. So maybe
it's kind of...
Maybe it started there.
Yeah,
we don't know.
And I also teach a little dog how to walk. And I think kind of that stayed behind, like deep in my heart, and it came back out now. that have such a big love for animals and for helping them.
Yeah, it showed off that you had a lot of love for animals.
I don't think my mom would be the one that, you know, she's not the biggest farm person at all. Or, no.
I like your
She
goats.
likes it, but
I
she
like
wouldn't
your
run
goats,
it.
but I don't love them.
Yes.
Maybe you can like this. And Evie is my favorite.
She's more of a cat lady. She loves Keita and Evie. Did you grow up on a farm? I think we kind of said that.
No. I grew up in a small village.
Not in a big city?
Close to a little city. But
it was like a small village, countryside.
We had a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
I had my bike, we had our trees to climb, we played outside a lot. But I didn't grow up on a farm, no. We had a little garden, my mom had.
Yeah, it was not like in a city, like in a big city. They still had like a little raised beds kind of garden. Yeah. And they had farms around them. So but they didn't have a private house. They had a private house, but not a farmhouse, yes. So what season or time of the year do you like better? Here?
Yeah. Here I like summer. In Greece I like spring and autumn. Yeah. Summer is too hot. Some years ago I liked it a lot also in Athens, but the last year I feel that's too hot for me, and I prefer September, June, May. Yeah. I think.
I think a good combination for her would be maybe to spend winter, not winter when like until now, here with the snow, and deep summer where it's very over touristic in Greece, and then the other months in Greece. Like if we could split it up like that. Yeah. And the next question is if you like I'm gonna get my phone on, but if you like the cold and the snow. I think that we kind of answered already as well.
Yeah, I think if you have the right dress, snow is nice. Yeah. I don't like mud.
Yeah, like it made us sad now. The past days has just been so muddy. And she has been very upset and she didn't enjoy it. The mud part. She loved the snow. So she was running in the snow. But yeah, the mud, it's still not nice. And would you ever want to move to Latvia?
This I can't answer, no. I don't know.
I understand it because, you know, she left from a country that is Germany and it is like Latvia.
Yeah, I stayed 25 years in Germany. Yeah. I'm more than 30 years.
More years in Greece.
So now to change again, totally, don't know. Maybe.
And with time will show and whatever happens.
I never say no. I told you, I don't like to say, this is my favorite. Yeah. And I also don't like to say absolutely no. Yes. Most of the time.
Maybe when you're 80. Yeah. But for now she's gonna be traveling as our financial let us. She's gonna be traveling back and forth, and I hopefully
and the time and my nerves.
Yes. So, what do you think when your daughter left the city to travel? To come here, probably.
I wished her good luck.
Yeah.
I told her that she can always come back.
I wanna say.
And I thought, I hope she will fulfill her dreams. I hope this will go well. And I thought to myself, stay cool and trust her. So yes. I can't say anything else.
And I want to say there's been a very often asked question that I wanted to answer with David because it's for both of us, but I'll answer it now. I am a single kid. I don't have any more siblings from my mom's side. I have half a brother, but for my mom, I'm her only child. So it might have been a bit hard for her, but she also plays it cool.
No, I don't play it cool.
You're cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm proud.
That's nice to know.
I'm happy when you're happy, and even if it's in distance.
Yeah. So for me, what was it like growing up in Greece? Well, at first I didn't know any other way, really. I can say like all in one, just to answer the question fast, I liked it. I was happy. I didn't regret it, or like I didn't think, like I liked it. The only thing was the school. Because as you know, I am also half German, so I have grandparents in Germany, and I saw my cousins going to school there. The schools look much more amazing. They get food there, even in Latvia here, and in Greece it's more like, I don't know. It's just you go to school and you come back and you don't get food in the school like you probably get in most of the countries. But yeah, it was actually fun because at the end of the day it was more free, I felt. Like German school was more strict, Greek school was more free, and then we get much more holidays. We get like 3 months of holidays for summer. And growing up, I felt pretty safe, I must say. I don't know how it is now, but when I was growing up, if you know, I grew up also in the very center. I grew up in a bit outside of Athens, but you know, just like a few kilometers outside, not really what you would call outside of a big city. And I felt going out with friends, even at 12 or 1 o'clock when I was 14, didn't feel scary, or I felt pretty safe. If you know where to go and avoid places you shouldn't go, it felt pretty safe, and I had a feeling that it was much safer than in Germany. And it's not like I left Greece because I don't feel a connection with the country or that I hate Greece and I have to run away from it. And no, I like Greece. It's just like this opportunity came up, and things turned out the way they turned out. This wouldn't be possible in Greece that easily in that budget, or even the nature part, like there most of the things are rocky, and you know, getting goats, you need a lot of money to feed them because they cannot eat anything, or you need to go on long walks with them, so there wouldn't be that possible. And I am grateful that I can still travel around, like back and forth, and still visit Greece, even though I haven't been there for 3 years. 2.5, because of the whole COVID, and because, you know, we have animals and responsibilities. So we're gonna talk about this with David because someone asked about it. But growing up in Greece was pretty good. What does your mom do for fun in Greece?
Swimming, walking.
Yeah, we live close to the center and close to the beach, so that's like a perfect spot.
Gardening on my balcony.
On balcony.
I have a scooter. I like to drive around with this one. I like to go to markets.
She loves markets.
Yes, we have an open market.
We have like a market like in Riga.
Once a week,
Oh no, we also have like the local market, the farmers market.
Yeah, farmers market once a week. It's a hobby. Yeah, this one too. Cooking together with my partner.
So we have 3 more questions, quick ones to answer, hopefully.
Yeah, I will be quick.
How could you make such a nice girl?
I made this nice girl. Maybe they mean how I make you a nice person.
Probably.
I trust her.
Yeah.
From very, very young age I trust her, and I tried to learn with her as well. There have not been a lot of punishments, not a lot of restrictions. We had some rules, but I never had to really force them. I don't remember that I really punished her. I don't remember something like that.
I think it was a very good connection, and the rules didn't exist because for me it was self-explanatory, some of the things, even in young age, that some things need to be done, some things, you know, they're not supposed to. Or we talked a lot, we communicated a lot. If something I did wrong, you didn't scream at me, and you know.
Do you remember?
One last story time.
A very small story. I remember Despina was, she always liked to paint. I bought her finger paints and watercolors in a very young age. And one day I came from the kitchen into her room, and I found her...
She was awkwardly quiet.
I was very quiet. I went to have a look what she's doing, and I found her sitting on a little bunchy horse with paint and painting the walls like this, and totally happy. And I said, oh my God. The first impulse was, I have to shout to her, she's crazy. And then I took a very deep breath. I said, calm down, what's necessary now? And then I told her, Despina, you make a new experience, but maybe you don't need to do this on a wall.
Yeah.
So
she never demotivated me.
I tried not to punish her for developing things. So it was difficult, and we cleaned it together after. So
we made like an activity.
It was a mistake.
I hated it after because
it was not our house where we lived in rent there, and she took like a permanent color to paint it. But what can you do? Shout to creativity? I didn't want to.
I guess, and that's what I want to pass over to my kids in the future, to let them as free as possible with,
I think,
good communication.
This creates self-esteem. That, okay, it wasn't the best thing to do, but it wasn't something to be punished for.
Yeah,
so,
it was not.
So you try
again
again things. Yeah, you will try. You don't stop your creativity.
I did paint the walls again when I was 8 with one of my.
Yeah, but with allowance.
Was that allowed?
Yeah, this was allowed.
Oh, okay, good.
It was on an old wall. And
Oh
we
yeah,
had to
you
paint it.
regretted because you had to clean it and she thought that those markers come off the wall, but they didn't, so she had to paint it 3 times. So that was her fault. She allowed us. I guess, okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, we paint as much as you want.
Yeah, because we had music on and we were painting and painting, I guess, so. And last but not least, that's gonna be a cliffhanger, a bigger topic we are gonna talk with David is, do you wish for grandchildren? A lot of people have asked. Yes.
Yeah, you can't wish for that.
I cannot wish for grandchildren yet.
I don't ask. I don't.
She has never
push.
asked us.
No.
Because people ask like, oh, is your mom have asked you for grandchildren, this and that? No, she
I
has
think it will
never
be,
asked.
I don't know how I will feel, but I think it would be very nice. But it's a question that bothered me in my when I've been a young woman. When we'll have children, when we'll have children, when we'll have children. No, if you're ready, you're ready, and it will happen, and everybody will be ready. So this is my belief.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the questions we had. We talked a lot. I actually wanted to make that one video and David is gonna come in and you know, answer our questions that we have, but we do love talking, as you can tell. And yeah, this video became a bit longer. I hope you enjoyed it because we also put some childhood memories or some childhood stories, and my mom talked more about herself for you to get to know her. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too long of a video and I hope you enjoyed it. And
thank you.
My mom is actually leaving tomorrow, so this is our last evening together. You can see a bit the luggage down there, I don't know. But yeah, she's gonna be here very soon. As time is flying so fast, she's gonna be here again in July for summer, because we said she wants to spend summer here. The hot summer of July and August, she's gonna be again here. We're gonna spend a lot of time together. We're gonna do a lot of crafts. And yeah, until then, you can talk to her through our comments. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we are gonna see you in the next one, maybe tomorrow.
Bye bye.
And sorry if the video went up a bit later, the last video, but I did want to spend time with my mom. So yeah, New Year's video is a bit later. So bye. The camera something is shutting down. So bye bye.